As a clinical canine behaviourist, I literally spend my entire career helping people with problem behaviours with their dogs, many of which are considering surrendering their dogs to shelters, or even worse, them ending up on the euthanasia table. But luckily, even if that is you right now, that doesn't have to be the case. You can absolutely have your dream canine companion. And in this video, I want to show you the 5 really easy things that you can be doing with your dog every single day that will revolutionize their behavior. The first thing you have to be doing with your dog every single day is taking them for a walk, but it's about way more than just going for a walk. Your walks need to look like this. They need to be loose lead walks where your dog is by your side on a loose lead, following your guidance and direction. It has the biggest widespread ramifications of anything that you can do with your dog. Nothing better builds your relationship with your dog where they see you as their loving leader. And if you have any problems whatsoever with your dog outside of the house, the only fix that I ever start with is by teaching a loose lead walk, because 99% of problem behaviors outside the home disappear when we get to this stage of loose lead walking, which is why it is a mandatory part of my training system. Now, loose lead walking is absolutely an incredible tool to have at your disposal, but something else that you absolutely should be doing every single day is working on your dog's manners. And one of the manners drills, techniques, and what I would rather refer to as a habit that you should focus on is something I call threshold manners. It ties in really nicely with going on those loose lead walks. This is absolutely how you should start your walks with your dogs. And the habit that you need to get into is every single time you go through a threshold with your dog, that your dog doesn't charge through that threshold as and when they want. They wait patiently and you go through that threshold and bring them with you. That level of good manners is just nice to have with your dogs. It makes them just nicer to be with, but it also continues to build that requirement that they must look up to you for guidance and direction always, exactly like my mate Uncle Sully is right now. So let's show you what that looks like. So obviously we've got a threshold here. I'm going to open that threshold, and he doesn't just charge through that threshold. He makes eye contact with me. He's looking up to me for guidance and direction, wondering what is it that we're about to do. But I know that if I just sit here and wait patiently, calmly with good manners, everything will be fine. And if I just keep looking up to my loving leader, he'll tell me what it is that's expected of me. And right now we can say, come on. And we move through this threshold. Now, that allows absolutely wonderful manners with your dog, but it also allows really good safety. Like, we're at my front door right now, and if I open up this front door, Uncle Sully, he can see that we're right out here, but he doesn't just charge through that front door. There's a main road just round the corner. I've got workmen just round here working on the driveway. He doesn't just charge through it because there's a threshold open. He has good manners and he waits calmly, patiently with good manners. Whether we go through that threshold or actually I decide we're not going to go through that threshold. Either way, you wait with me with good manners always. Now, I truly believe that loose lead walking will fix 99% of problem behaviors outside of the home. Threshold manners is excellent just to form a habit with yourself that you do with your dog every single day, but to fix 99% of problems in the home, I am a firm believer that crate training does exactly that. And with every single dog I ever own, I make sure that I do a little bit of crate training with them every single day. Now, as they get older, I give them more freedom. My adult dogs are allowed to have time pretty much exclusively out of the crate, and I only use the crate for emergencies, travel, and just making sure that we top up their crate training should I ever need it for emergencies and travel in the future. Now, if you don't have crate training, you absolutely should go about teaching that with your dog, and you'll be shocked at not just how much it improves behaviors in the home, but giving your dog a safe, comfortable place to relax and decompress is absolutely monumental. Now, the next 2 things we're going to talk about in this video are equally as important, and it's putting all of those things together that allow you to have maximum amount of success. And the reality is we can't teach you the step-by-step guide of exactly how you go about crate training an adult dog to absolutely love being in their crate in a short YouTube video like this, but that's exactly why I created my Perfect Canine Companion course. It includes all of my courses for adult dogs, including my crate training masterclass, but alongside things like my Leadership is Love course to level your skill set as a canine owner up to the maximum potential, including things like how to get your dog to walk beautifully on a loose lead, things like daily drills and obedience to make sure that your manners, like threshold manners, are perfect, alongside things like training on reactivity, recall work, and so much more. And to thank all of my YouTube viewers, I have a special exclusive discount for that course if you click the link below. So if you want to find out more about my Perfect Canine Companion course, all of that information plus the exclusive discount will be found when you click that link below the video. But let's check out the fourth thing that you should be doing with your dog every single day. Now, if loose lead walking is incredible for behaviors out of the home, and crate training is incredible for managing problem behaviors in the home, one of the best things that you can do every single day to build a dog with impeccable manners is my mealtime drill. Now, your dog's mealtime is probably the most underutilized, valuable resource that you have at your disposal. I highly recommend that you never, ever, ever leave your dog's food down for them to come and take as and when they want. You should feed them in regular meal times of whatever that is for you and your dog, and make sure that they get the right amount of food every single day of good quality food. But when you've got their food, and as you can see right now, my mate Uncle Sully is very excited for what's going on here, we're going to tap into this excitement for a bit of food and to use that to our advantage for not just training, but also for our manners. Now, this is going to be working on exactly what you can see right now. I haven't asked this of him, but because we do this every single day, he understands that he has to sit, look up to me for guidance and direction, and display good manners. The reason that he does this is because we do this every single day. Now, what this doesn't look like is me putting this down on the floor and him just diving into it and barging me out the way and getting access to the food. What it looks like is me putting it down on the floor. It can be right under his nose, and even if I don't say anything, he does this. And he is desperate right now to get that food, but he's going to control those impulses, continue to display excellent manners where he's looking up to me for guidance and direction, and he's going to wait until I allow him to have the food. Now, that might be 5 to 10 more seconds right now. It might be that I sit and ask him to wait for 30 minutes. It doesn't matter. He's going to display good manners until I tell him that he can break and have his food. He's happy, beautiful manners. Now, that is wonderful impulse control. It worked on a really nice sit and stay, but the relationship that we form through this drill is absolutely and monumentally life-changing. And the last thing that you should make sure you're doing with your dogs every single day is having fun, but having fun just in a controlled, structured way. Now, young Reginald here, and even Uncle Sully, even as he's getting as an old man, absolutely loves just off-lead playtime with other dogs. But I'm here in my training paddock with very carefully selected dogs for them to run and play with and burn off some steam, blow off some steam, and frankly give them the opportunity to just be dogs, but be dogs in a controlled, structured way where I'm observing things. Now, that doesn't have to be pack play. You might have a dog that will never be suitable to be off-lead playing with other dogs, and that's completely okay. But you can absolutely find times and places just to have fun with your dog. That might just be a game of tug of war. It might be a game of fetch. Frankly, it might be a cuddle on the sofa if that's appropriate. Find what it is that your dog enjoys, use it to your advantage, and make sure that you're remembering that we brought dogs into our lives to bring fulfillment and joy to our lives, and for us to bring fulfillment and joy to theirs. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you are new here. We make videos like this all the time, and I can't wait to see you on the next one.